All right, do you think he'd get it right this time? I'm pretty sure. You need to get it right. We got to go home. All right. All right, here we go. I'll get it right. All right. All right. Quiet on the set. First day video. Take 5. Hi, kids. How are you doing today? Welcome back to school. I'm Mr. Triola, and if you were here the other night for the open house in the gymnasium, you probably had a chance to talk to me, and you were probably thinking, man, this guy's got a digital classroom, and here I am. I am a completely digital classroom. In fact, I use the finest and latest technology that money can't afford, all right? And so that's why we have these high-tech, state-of-the-art interactive videos. Right, Chris? Yeah, see? I'm here, and I'm there, and I can interact with all of you guys. All right? So anyways, this is a presentation of what you can expect in my classroom, okay? So Mr. Triola's math class, if you're not supposed to be in my room, you might want to scurry on out of here. But you're all supposed to be in. Okay, here we go. The first thing that I want to discuss with you is classroom behavior, all right, and what my policy is. Now, I follow the PBIS outline, but within the classroom, we're allowed to tweak things a little bit, okay, as long as we follow that PBIS format. So I have a classroom behavior policy, and it's a very, very complicated one. There it is. Don't misbehave, and you will not get into trouble. It's that simple, kids. If you behave yourself, okay, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, the teacher isn't going to get mad. I'm not going to get upset. We're going to have fun, okay? But here's the thing. Don't misbehave, and you're not going to get a QR code. You're not going to get sent to Miss Long's. You won't miss the fun stuff. You'll enjoy all the good things that we can do in here. The other thing is this, be nice to each other. That's one of the big things that I emphasize with kids, all right? You are here to learn, you're here to have fun and enjoy things. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable, and I am very serious about being nice to each other. Right, Chris? Mr. Triola? Yep. Okay, he's serious about this, folks. He really is. Okay. All right. So anyways, another thing to keep in mind is to be on time. The reason you need to be on time is because I close that door when the bell rings, and I mark you down if you're tardy or late. I don't do it because I'm strict and mean. I do it because I care about you. I do it out of respect for your parents. Your parents expect me to know where you are at all times, and I take that very, very seriously, okay? So be on time because that door is closing, all right? And I will mark down when you're late and tardy. The other thing is this, when you come in here, you sit down, you sharpen your pencil, you get yourself situated. I'm not gonna give you a bell ringer, okay? I'm not gonna make you do work right away. I'm going to give you a chance to kind of sit in your seat, get comfortable, sharpen your pencil, organize your whatever. All right? So, but you do have to be on time. If you need to use the restroom, just come in, put your stuff down, and tell me or ask me, say, Mister, I need to use the restroom. Then I can do that. I will take attendance every single day. All right? Respect the materials. They belong to me. One of the things that goes on in this classroom is that we do a lot of hands-on experiments and building and stuff like that. And so let me show you some of the stuff we have. Okay. Well, up here you can see up on there we got ourselves our Kinects already set up there. Some previous designs. We got a ladybug there. That's what the bottom of a ladybug looks like. But we have the Kinects, and then in this cabinet, we kind of have the robotics kits for STEM, M-Gears. We've got all sorts of stuff. There's some maker boxes up there that we get to use on occasion. The solar kits for Kinects, Legos. Well, nobody will use the Bratz doll. She's mint in the box, so to speak. All right, so we got that. And what's that up there for? Over here we have headphones, okay? Well, you know, they broke. That happens, all right? Little stuff like that. Ooh, the gumball machine. Gumball machine. We need to fill that. The Jeopardy game, okay? Got Jeopardy game. So we have lots of neat equipment in here, and I love to use it with you guys. But if kids don't take care of things, guess what? We're not going to use them, okay? So, do we need to add anything else to that, Chris? No? Or, yeah? Okay. If we do, you can pause the video or whatnot. If not, I'm going to keep going. All right? So, anyways, respect the materials, and we will keep them here for us, okay? The other thing is this. I take many notes on all of you, all right? Good behavior, honesty, and effort are recognized. Chris, would you hand me my notebook? Okay, thank you. There we go, thanks. I take notes on my students on a regular basis every single day. I will date, if I see a child do something that is either positive or negative or just anything, I will write down the date, September 1st, 9:35 a.m., Johnny loaned a pencil to Sally, it was very nice, and then I will, so-and-so, on October 22nd at 2 o'clock, so-and-so had a bloody nose, had to go to the nurse. I record absolutely everything that happens in my classroom, okay, in this notebook. You will see me doing it, okay? I don't do it because I'm being mean. I don't do it because I'm just keeping track of negative. I track the positive, okay? I do it because it's important for a couple of reasons. Chris, do you want to pause the video and tell them why you do this? Okay, why don't you, if you want to, you can pause the video. If not, yeah, see, there you go. I do it because it allows me to communicate with your parents and the administrators, Mr. Buto, and who's the other guy? Yeah, Whitford. Okay, it allows me, they know that I clearly know what's going on in my classroom. Okay, not always negative, a lot of times it's good stuff. Okay, so anyways, I take notes on you. And then here's an important one. If you need my attention, because oftentimes kids do, or help, raise your hand or step into the queue. Now, when you raise your hand, this is not raising your hand. This is not raising your hand. This is not raising your hand. This is raising your hand. Everybody raise your hand. Let me see that you can raise your hand. Look, raise yours, you, right there. Yeah, you. You could raise yours a little bit higher too, Chris. All right. So anyways, or step into the queue, okay? They don't seem to know what the queue is? Oh, okay, we'll show them the queue, all right? Here's what the queue is, all right? It's if you want to see me, okay, and I'm at my desk, there's the queue right there, okay? It's that blue tape, okay? So you walk on up, and you wait for Mr. Triola, who's at his desk. Now, that in Europe they call getting in line standing in the queue, all right? And the reason I set up the queue is because if you weren't standing in the queue, okay, and you wanted to come up to me at my desk, this is what you would do. I'd be at my desk and you'd come up along with a bunch of other kids and you'd be like, hey, Mr. Tro, I need help with my math. And you'd be leaning all over me, okay? And like, I get this, like all these birds flocking around me, and then nobody really gets good quality one-on-one attention. All right, there's that gumball machine. Somebody remind me to get gumballs. But that's called stepping into the queue. It means you wait in line, and you stay in line. When you're in the queue, you have good manners. You don't pokey-jabby. You don't play with anything. You just wait quietly. Waiting in line, believe it or not, is an adult skill that everybody needs. Do we need to add anything else to that, Chris? Okay, good. We don't have to? All right, here we go. here's the next thing I want to talk about is what you will need to bring to class each day. All right? You will need the following materials. You will need your math book. Okay? I'm going to give that to you today, hopefully. You will need a pencil. You have to have a pencil every single day. The other thing that you will need is your math book. It's the same math book that I talked about up there. That's how important it is. Bring it to class every day. Dry erase marker, fun to have. You don't have to have it, but it is good to have. Paper. You have to have paper every single day. It can be in a spiral notebook. It can be put into a 3-ring binder, but we take a lot of notes and we use our paper a lot, okay? You also need earbuds, okay? We watch videos, that sort of thing, and your earbuds are going to be really important to you. They can be cheap ones from Dollar General. You can use the headphones if there's any over there, but kids don't often bring them, so they are often being used, all right? Now, here's the thing. When I say that I don't loan pencils, okay, I do not use pencils, so I don't loan pencils. I don't have any pencils to loan out. See, I'm interactive and digital. I'm also out there. Chris, would you point to them where the pencils would be found? Yeah, there they are. All right, so kids, if I find pencils left behind out in the hall, I bring them in, I put them on that little metal rack over there. You can borrow those, you can use those, please put them back when you're done, but I don't have pencils, so I can't loan one to you. I'm not being mean, I just don't have them, okay? So anyways, that's important, all right? These are your materials that you'll need. So, anyways, your math book. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to show kids, we're going to practice getting into the queue and getting our math books, okay? All right, Chris, why don't you pause the video? Okay, here we go. Everybody's got their math book right now in front of me. It's like, ooh, fancy. All right, here's what I want you to keep in mind. Take care of your book, okay? If you don't take care of it and you wreck it, you're going to need to purchase a new one. Please put a book cover on it, all right? Make sure you put a book cover on your book. You can. What kind of covers don't they want to put on? Yeah, those saran wrap ones that are sticky and leave a film on your book. Yes, the cloth ones are fine because then at the end of the year when you take it off, you can turn it into a hat. You know what I'm talking about. Put a cover on it, okay? The other thing is, along with your book, along with your book, math, not language arts, you get access to the Pearson Realize online. Chris, do they have the papers, or are you going to pause the video to pass out the papers? Oh, okay. All right, either way, you get access to the Pearson Realize stuff, kids. And the Pearson Realize parent letter needs to go home, all right? And we are going to fill it in right now, okay? So here's the first thing that I want you to do. In the upper corner of the paper, Mr. Terrell is probably showing it to you right now, okay? You're going to write your username. It begins with 26 underscore last name, first name. I hope I got this right. It changes every now and then. But it should be the same as we've been doing it for years. Anybody out there familiar with how to sign in? You want to confirm this, yes or no? We good? Okay, we're going to go. Last name, first name, lowercase letters. So write that in the box provided right now. All right, the next thing is your password. Your password begins with a capital M and then your student ID number. If you don't know your student ID number, it's on your schedule. All right? So, Chris, you can pause the video if you need to, get the kids to fill that in. All right, a few more things to talk about here. Now, one of the big questions a lot of kids have is grades. How can I get good grades in Mr. Terrell's class or in math class? Who can get good grades? Well, everybody can get good grades in my classroom, okay? Everyone in my class has the opportunity to earn above average grades. You have to earn your grades, all right? I do not gift grades. I don't give them out for free. I don't say, oh yeah, I like that guy's kid. He's a cool kid. Yeah, I like her. She's funny. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not how we grade. We earn our grades, and I don't give them out as gifts, okay? Grades are earned if you are in my 6th grade math class, and you are ready for the 6th grade math materials, okay? Grades are earned, and if you're in this class, you are ready for 6th grade math. You may not feel like you are, but if you're here, you're ready for 6th grade math. It might not be easy at times, but you can do it, all right? By 6th grade, many students, need to have their efforts respected. This is an important thing with my grading. Some of you have matured to the point where you realize some kids are getting B's and A's without putting as much work and effort as you are, okay? And so in my classroom, I recognize the effort to earn grades, okay? I recognize excellence with high grades. I recognize average work with average grades, okay? And then, kids who fail to do things fail to get good grades, okay? So anyways, I will respect your effort. And some of you sitting there right now are thinking, yeah, what are they thinking, Chris? Mr. Triola. I can call me by my first name. Yeah, you're right. They're sitting there thinking, man, I'm finally going to be recognized for my efforts. No child will fail my class if they sincerely try. If you're really, really trying in my class, you're going to pass. Okay, but you got to be sincere about your efforts. You may not pass with A's and B's, but you will pass. Okay? Chances are, if you're really trying hard, you'll pass with above average grades. Everyone in my class has the opportunity to earn above average grades. Like I said, you earn your grades in here, okay? They are not gifted. Anything else, Chris, we need to pause the video for to discuss? Move on? Where are you? Where is he, kids? Oh, all right. Okay, what do grades mean? When you see those letters on PowerSchool, okay? A is excellence. Excellence means that all the work is done on time. There are little or no mistakes. There's a very above average effort to do well. This is that kid that's doing what, Chris? Yep. Focused, on time, papers are organized, folders neat. We all know that type of student. That's above average excellence. B is above average, okay? This means that all work is done on time. There are some mistakes, and the student is mostly focused most of the time. Yeah, like a lot of us, we kind of like daydream. Like you might be sitting there right now, like that kid right there. I see you. I see you too. And, you might be like, oh man, look at that ladybug. Or what's that thing up there on the ceiling, okay? That's a B student, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, back to work. That's what a B student is, okay? C is not failing. If you're used to being gifted A's and gifted B's, then C does feel like it's failing. But if you've been authentically graded, C, you know that C is not failing. C is average. But you can all earn above average grades with putting effort into your work. It's not failing. It means there's some work is missing. Suddenly work is missing. Okay, that's one of the things that starts distinguishing or keeping kids from being A and B students. Work is missing. Okay, or work arrives late and there are mistakes on it. Okay, not just one or two mistakes, but substantial mistakes. Okay, the student focus wanders and the student misses class time. This is where the wandering and focus takes it to the next level. These are students who are absent and then don't turn in their work sometimes or turn it in late. These are students that have to go to their locker a lot. These are students that make up excuses to get up and move around and get out of the... So that's kind of an average thing. Kids are like that, okay? But then we go into the D, below average, okay? Work is definitely missing, okay? Work has many errors. Work is turned in late. You can see where, the pattern of a C, an average student, can quickly fall into a below average student. The student is definitely absent. If you're not in school and you're not logging into Schoology, watching the videos and doing the work, you're not going to be probably getting the best grades you want. The student needs refocus. Teachers constantly tapping the desk, telling you to get on board with the learning, all right? So that's what a below average student is. A failing student, you got missing work, it was never turned in. The work they do turn in has lots of errors on it, and they didn't even try to correct the errors. The student is absent. They're absent, they don't turn in work. That's the type of student that gets a bad failing grade. In my room, you almost have to intentionally try to fail, okay? And some of you have looked around in your classes and thought, man, it's just not that hard, okay, to pass. What's going on? Well, sometimes we do fail, but that happens. We get back on our feet, and we keep going, okay? But anyways, keep in mind that I do not give bonus points, okay, or extra credit. Chris, why don't you give bonus points? You're right. If I'm doing my job, I don't have to give bonus points. You may use a calculator in here. Got news for you. Calculator isn't going to help you in most of the math we do in here anyways, okay? So you can use a calculator. If I don't want you to use a calculator, I will specifically say no calculator, okay? So, anyways, who can get good grades? We already went over that. Excellence, we already know that. All right, what are we going to do now, Chris? Mr. Triola. We're going to try grading some stuff on paper. All right. I'm going to pause the video. Everybody's going to get out a piece of paper, and we're going to see what grading is all about in Mr. Triola's math class. Okay, here we go. We're going to complete these problems, all right? And what's going to happen is we're going to do these problems, and we'll check them, and we'll see what the grading is all about in here, all right?